Hello, welcome back to Conversation with Senna. Today we're talking about something that really hits very close to a lot of family, but it isn't talked about nearly enough. We are talking about adult children and parents who are still supporting them financially. And more importantly, we're talking about when enough is enough. I had a conversation recently with a coworker that really stayed with me, and I thought about it a lot. She sounded very tired, and not the kind of tired where you can't sleep, the kind of tired where something sits on your chest and in your heart and your mind. She told me her son in his 30s, he's draining her financially. So naturally, I asked, what's been going on? She said that he struggles to keep a job. He works a few months, quits, then starts over. And this is a cycle, a pattern with him. He keeps contacting me, he keeps reaching out, and he wants financial support. Every time I save a little bit money, every time I feel like I can breathe and I come out of my own financial struggle, he contacts me and he wants support. And it's always something: rent, car payment, my car broke down, groceries, food, and there's always some kind of emergency. And she said, here's the part that really gets to me. She's dealing with all of this, and her health is not the best. In the past few years, she gained a lot of weight. She's taken depression and anxiety medication. She's very stressed and she's very overwhelmed. And she looked at me and she said, I don't know what to do anymore. I can't continue doing this. He's my son. And as a parent listening right now, you probably felt that. You felt the guilt. You felt the apprehension when they called you. You felt the emotional pull, and you want to jump in and support and help. And of course, being a parent, it doesn't stop. It's a continuing process, whether they're 5, 6, 18, 21, an adult, you want to support and you want to help them. So let's ask these hard questions. As parents, is it okay to set boundaries for an adult child? How long, as a parent, you're supposed to be a safety net? Is it wrong to put a time limit on a financial help? Why do some adult children continue reaching out, lean heavily on their parents, knowing their parents are struggling as well and they cannot continue supporting? And are parents afraid of letting go? Does that mean they're failing and they failed as a parents if they don't continue to support? I'm sure many parents want the best for their kids, and obviously there is no questions about this. They do want their best and they will continue caring and they will continue supporting, but at what cost? um, their peace of mind, their health. My friend pulled money from her retirement account as loans, and that doesn't make sense to me, obviously, but she does it because she wants to help him. And she is going crazy, depressed, anxiety, taking medication again. So, how long can she continue supporting this? Um, it's a struggle for her. When is enough to stop? When is it should when should he stop? Um, I know loving kids means helping and supporting and encouraging, but does it mean sacrificing yourself in the process? At what point do we want them to grow up to be accountable for their own action? It doesn't mean that you stop caring about them. I told her that she needs to have an honest conversation with her son, express in a respectful and honest way, communicate that you cannot help anymore. You love, you care, you will be able to help him emotionally, support him in any way, but financially, you're not able to continue because it's draining you. and you have your own responsibilities to take care of, and I need to take care of myself. Obviously, when you do this, you're not rejecting, you are setting the boundary and you're giving limitation and telling your son, I can't do this anymore. I don't think she should feel guilty if she told him that she cannot support. Um, I'm sure her son will push back, but I think being consistent and being honest and letting him realize that I can't do this anymore. I am not healthy. I'm depressed. I'm stressed. I have to stop. I cannot support financially. I will be glad to help you emotionally. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here. I just cannot continue with the financial picture. You, as a parent, obviously, in any relationship, we need to let the person be accountable for their own action. At sometimes we have to take a step back. That doesn't mean we're rejecting again. We're just letting that person know, be accountable for your own action, be independent, and we will offer emotional support. I think that is a good way of loving them and caring them about them, making them accountable and making them responsible. And we are not being selfish when we actually have an honest conversation and letting them know what the struggles that we're going through. And I think if the person is not understanding, that is their responsibility. It is not our responsibility. We do our best, and if they cannot support us, what does that say about the relationship? And I think our well-being and our health is important. That should be a priority for all of us. And again, we're not selfish if we say no. We have to say no at sometimes in life to people that we care about and we love. And some people might not understand that, but that is okay. Your health, again, is a priority. I think, let me know if this conversation actually stood out, and if you want to share my thoughts, and if you have any comments that you want to add, I'll be glad to read them and listen. And again, by setting the boundaries and letting people know in our life, enough is enough, you're protecting yourself, and I think you're protecting them by giving them the choice of stepping up and taking care of themselves. So again, let me know what you think. I appreciate you listening and watching, and hopefully, we'll see you in the next video.